polyploidy and allo polyploidy, and we have also discussed the reason behind that कि कैसे होती है polyploidy induce। या तो हम उसे आर्टिफिशियली इंड्यूस कर सकते हैं कॉल्चीसाइन यूज करके, या फिर नेचुरली वो होती है बिकॉज ऑफ सम रीजंस दैट आर रिस्पांसिबल फॉर नॉन फॉर्मेशन ऑफ स्पिंडल। अगर एक ही तरह का जीनोम बाहर काफी बार रिपीट हो और उस वजह से अगर पॉलीप्लॉइडी इंड्यूस हो तो उसे हम कहते हैं ऑटो पॉलीप्लॉइडी। और अगर हाइब्रिडाइजेशन के बाद डुप्लीकेशन हो या पॉलीप्लॉइडी इंड्यूस हो तो बने हुए पॉलीप्लॉइड में एक से ज्यादा तरह के जीनोम्स होंगे तो हम उसे कहते हैं अलो पॉलीप्लॉइड। या तो ऑटो पॉलीप्लॉइड हो या फिर अलो पॉलीप्लॉइड, हम उस तरह के चेंज को जीनोमैटिक म्यूटेशन कहेंगे क्योंकि वो चेंज इन नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम है जिसमें एक या एक से ज्यादा पूरा जीनोम ऐड होता है। लेकिन अगर हम यहाँ देखें एन्यूप्लॉइडी जो कि जीनोमैटिक म्यूटेशन का दूसरा टाइप है, याद कीजिए पॉलीप्लॉइडी और एन्यूप्लॉइडी, these are the two types of genomatic mutation। We have previously seen in a clear-cut manner कि what is the basic difference that lies between polyploidy and aneuploidy। Again we are repeating it here that aneuploidy is nothing but a kind of genomatic mutation। Give the stress on this, it is also a kind of genomatic mutation where there is change in the number of chromosomes because of addition or removal of chromosomes from one or more positions। Remember this, it is a change in the number of chromosomes that occur at some positions or one or more positions, not at all positions like that of polyploidy। Is it okay? And here there can be removal also, not just addition। This is another difference we must consider। Is it okay? As far as reason is concerned, the reason that was there for polyploidy, the similar reason is also responsible for aneuploidy, that is non-disjunction। But the difference, फर्क क्या है? यहाँ पे non-disjunction सभी पोजीशंस पे नहीं होता, यहाँ पे non-disjunction एक या एक से ज्यादा पोजीशंस पे होता है उसी समय पे, मतलब कमिट फॉर्मेशन के समय पे। जिस वजह से होगा क्या, सोचो कि अगर एक पोजीशन, फॉर एग्जांपल कोई एक पोजीशन हम कंसीडर करते हैं, अगर से ह्यूमन की बात करें तो कितनी पोजीशंस है? 23। इज इट ओके? हाउ मेनी पोजीशंस आर देयर? 23। आउट ऑफ द 23 लेट्स कंसीडर कि गमिट फॉर्मेशन के समय पे थर्ड पोजीशन पे नॉन डिसजंक्शन होता है। नॉन डिसजंक्शन मतलब क्या? तो पेयर जो है कि कौन से पोजीशन की, से फॉर एग्जांपल थर्ड पोजीशन की, 23 में से थर्ड पोजीशन की पेयर जो है वो सेपरेट नहीं हो पाती, नॉन डिसजंक्शन हो जाए अगर थर्ड पोजीशन पे, तो क्या होगा? अब नॉर्मली अगर डिसजंक्शन हुआ, नॉन डिसजंक्शन नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा? 23 क्रोमोसोम्स एक तरफ जाएंगे, 23 क्रोमोसोम्स दूसरी तरफ जाएंगे, मतलब आधे गमिट्स हैप्लॉइड बनेंगे और बचे हुए आधे भी पूरी तरह से हैप्लॉइड बनेंगे, मतलब एन टाइप के बनेंगे। लेकिन अगर हमारे कंसीडरेशन के हिसाब से थर्ड पोजीशन पे अगर नॉन डिसजंक्शन हुआ तो क्या होगा? बाकी सभी पोजीशंस के क्रोमोसोम की पेयर तो सेपरेट हो जाएंगी, मतलब बाकी सभी पोजीशंस पे गमिट एन रहेगा। लेकिन थर्ड पोजीशन पे नॉन डिसजंक्शन होने की वजह से आधे गमिट्स ऐसे बनेंगे जहां पे थर्ड पोजीशन पे एक की जगह कितने क्रोमोसोम्स आएंगे? 2 पेयर आ जाएगी। और आधे गमिट्स में इस पोजीशन पे, मतलब थर्ड पोजीशन पे कोई भी क्रोमोसोम नहीं होगा। तो हम इसको थ्योरेटिकली कह सकते हैं कि अगर नॉन डिसजंक्शन थर्ड पोजीशन पे हुआ तो मियोसिस खत्म होने के बाद आधे, हाफ ऑफ द गमिट्स विल बी विद वन एक्स्ट्रा क्रोमोसोम एट थर्ड पोजीशन, मतलब जहां पे एक होना चाहिए था वहां पे 2 आ जाएंगे आधे गमिट्स में बिकॉज ऑफ नॉन डिसजंक्शन। और जो बचे हुए आधे गमिट्स है उसमें थर्ड पोजीशन पे एक की जगह 0 हो जाएगा, मतलब कोई भी क्रोमोसोम उस पोजीशन पे नहीं आएगा। द रीजन इज बोलैट सोल नॉन डिसजंक्शन एट अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर कंसिडरेशन थर्ड पोजीशन। So one of the gamete or half of the gamete will be one extra chromosome at third position and half of the gametes will be with no chromosome at third position. Is it okay? So technically the gametes are written like half of the gametes will be n plus 1. N plus 1 means all other positions are haploid, but at third position there is one extra chromosome, means 2 instead of 1, and other half of the gametes will be n minus 1 type, means they have one chromosome each at all other positions but no chromosome at third position, because the chromosome that was supposed to be present here is now present in other half of the gametes as an extra chromosome. Is it okay? And that is because of non-disjunction. If something like this happens, then both half of the gametes will be abnormal. Like one half of the gamete will be abnormal because of n plus 1 condition, and other half of gametes will be abnormal because of n minus 1 condition. If any of these two types of gametes fuse with normal gamete, that is n, as you can see, just read it. If such abnormal gamete, that is n plus 1 or n minus 1, fuse with normal gamete, that is you all know n, then what will happen in a zygote? The zygote will be normal or abnormal? Definitely it will be abnormal. That is, if n type of gamete fuses with n plus 1 type of abnormal gamete, then condition resultant will be 2n plus 1, means zygote should be 2n normally, but now it is 2n plus 1 because a normal gamete has fused with this type of abnormal gamete n plus 1. Or as it is a chance event, the normal gamete can also fuse with this type of gamete, but it is also abnormal n minus 1. So what will happen if this abnormal gamete fuses with a normal gamete? This situation will arise. 2n minus 1 means if you consider this or this, both conditions are not normal zygotes. This is a zygote with one extra chromosome at third position, and this is a zygote with one chromosome less or deficient at third position. So technically, terminology wise, these two types of aneuploids, these are aneuploids, as both of them have difference in the number of chromosome at one position, that is third according to our consideration. The extra chromosome condition is called trisomy. Why tri? Because you see at third position there will be 3 chromosomes instead of 2, and the deficient condition is called monosomy. Mono means 1, as this zygote will have only one chromosome at third position instead of 2. So here at third position you have 3 chromosomes instead of 2, and here at third position you have one chromosome instead of 2. So here one deficient, here one extra. So it is called trisomy. This condition is called monosomy. Now some of the common disorders or diseases that arise due to aneuploidy of this type, that is trisomy, are Down's syndrome, which is very well known, and it is further discussed in details in upcoming topics, that whenever we will discuss disorders due to mutations in details. But right now there is just an example where you can see that what is the reason behind a disease called Down syndrome? The trisomy, a kind of aneuploid. Is it okay? And at what position the trisomy results in Down syndrome? 21st position. That's why Down syndrome is also called 21st trisomy. This is a very important question again, directly asked as which chromosomal position is involved in the occurrence of Down syndrome, or Down syndrome occurs due to the trisomy at, or which of the following is a reason behind Down syndrome? Monosomy, trisomy, tetrasomy, etc. So we have to choose trisomy. At what position? 21st position. Another example we can take of trisomy is of Klinefelter syndrome. Here it is a trisomy related to 6 chromosomal position, that is 23rd position, last position, where you have XXY situation instead of just XX or just XY. This is normal, but this is abnormal. A one extra chromosome at 6 chromosomal position. Similarly, there is a disorder related to monosomy also, the Turner's syndrome. Here you can see the humans either have XX or XY, but here you can see X null, 0, means there is no chromosome at this position. There is only one chromosome, that is X. So it's a monosomy that results in a disorder called Turner's syndrome. So we have taken an example related to both trisomy and monosomy, and previously we have described why a trisomy or monosomy will arise in a person because of abnormal gametes like n+1 or n-1 that are fusing with normal gamete. And how these abnormal gametes will form? These will form into non-disjunction at some position, like here we are considering 3rd position, here it is 21st position, and here it is 6 chromosomal position, right? Now the question arises, is it necessary that a non-disjunction will occur at only one position? So answer is no. It can occur at more than one positions also. So what terms we should use if it occurs at two different positions? So simply we use the terminology like double trisomy or double monosomy, which is indicated or represented like 2n plus 1 plus 1. Now why not plus 2? The reason is the addition or one extra chromosomes are at two different positions. They are not at same position, so you cannot write 2n plus 2. It's not mathematical thing. Is it okay? It's 2n plus 1 plus 1 means this plus 1 may be 3rd position and this plus 1 may be 5th position. It can be anything. Similarly, if there are two deficient chromosomes at two different positions, you must write it as double monosomy, that is 2n minus 1 minus 1, not minus 2. Is it okay? Because there may be some different positions like 3 and 6. Is it okay? There is further explanation. You can consider what if there are two abnormal gametes fusing, means n plus 1 and n plus 1, means non-disjunction occurs in both sexes, then it will result in n plus 1 plus 1, here you can see means n plus and 2n plus 1 plus 1. And if this plus 1 is the same position, then 2n plus 2. But for writing like this 2n plus 2, these two positions must be same. And if they are not same, it is written like this, double trisomy. Then what is the term for this where positions are same? It is called tetrasomy, because this plus 2 and at same position, let's say 3rd position. So there are already two chromosomes at 3rd position, and these extra 2 means there will be total 4 chromosomes at 3rd position. So it is called tetrasomy. Similarly, if it occurs in case of monosomy, that means n minus 1 and n minus 1 at two different positions, you will see this 2n minus 1 minus 1. But what will happen if these minus 1 positions are same? अगर ये minus 1 दोनों gametes में सेम पोजीशन पे हुआ है, तो हमको इसे ऐसे लिखना पड़ेगा 2n minus 2. हम ये 2n minus 1 क्यों लिख रहे हैं? क्योंकि ये minus 1 अलग अलग पोजीशंस पे है, लेकिन अगर वो एक ही पोजीशन पे minus 1 वाले गमेट फ्यूज हुए, क्योंकि ये चांस इवेंट है तो हो सकता है, तो इसे हम कहेंगे नलीजोमी. नलीजोमी इसलिए क्योंकि नल का मतलब होता है 0 और क्योंकि ये -2 है तो किसी पोजीशन पे से थर्ड पोजीशन पे यहाँ पे कोई क्रोमोसोम ही नहीं होगा। 2 होते हैं, 2 के 2 माइनस हो जाएंगे तो ये हो जाएगा नल, 0, नलिज़ोमी। तो बाकी सब मतलब टेट्राजोमी हो, डबल टेट्राजोमी हो, मोनोजोमी हो, डबल मोनोजोमी हो, ट्राइजोमी हो, ये सब किसी डिसऑर्डर को भी प्रोड्यूस अगर करते हैं तब भी इन कंडीशंस में पर्सन सरवाइव करता है, मरता नहीं। लेकिन ये जो है अगर इस तरह की कंडीशन अराइज होती है नलिज़ोमी, तो दैट person or organism do not survive, it is deadly because कम से कम एक पोजीशन पे एक क्रोमोसोम होना चाहिए, बाकी सब में है बट इसमें उस पर्टिकुलर पोजीशन पे कोई भी क्रोमोसोम ना होने के कारण they do not survive. Just take a quick look again. Aneuploidy means change in number of chromosomes, maybe addition, maybe reduction, but not at all positions, but at one or few positions. Let's consider one position. We have considered it as third position. So if non-disjunction occurs at third position, you will have two types of abnormal gametes. Half will be n+1 at third position, and half will be n-1 at third position. The resultant effect of these two gametes fusing with normal gamete will be either trisomy or monosomy. These are examples of trisomy diseases and this is an example of monosomic disease, and this is a further explanation of what will happen if non-disjunction occurs at more than one position. The resultant effect can be double trisomy, tetrasomy or double monosomy and nullisomy. Of these all, nullisomics do not survive at all. They die or they are dead at birth. Is it okay? Just have a look again. In next lecture, we will have a discussion about another type of mutation. We are done with genomatic mutation here with polyploidy and aneuploidy. The next thing or next type of mutation to be discussed will be chromosomal aberrations. But have a look at it first.